What's up, everybody out there? Welcome to part 2 of the Mary J. Blige R&B Diva. Yes, we're discussing Mary J. Blige. And as I said, I had to get into my feeling, into my groove. I think I'm in my feeling, my groove. So I think it's time to just groove on with Mary J. Blige. Again, when Mary J. Blige came onto the scene, like, I was fairly impressed. I instantly liked her. My aunt introduced me to her music, and it was immediately success for me. I was able to do a little bit of information on her before I uploaded this video, and I was kind of correct. She released her first single, You Remind Me, in the summer, and then by the time we came back to high school, of course, new school year, their Real Love had just been released August of 1992. Yes, Jodeci released their record in 1991, and, well, I guess by that time, Casey and Mary J. Blige probably had a thing going on. I'm just saying it's alleged, right, from my standpoint. I still do hold on to the fact that I did mention that Mary J. Blige, when she came out, I saw some similarities right off the bat with Miss Chalet and Mary J. Blige. I did. I didn't think Mary J. Blige was doing anything new, and I know they was billing her probably as the queen of hip hop soul. But to me, Miss Chalet is the queen of hip hop soul as far as the first queen of hip hop soul. It's what it is. It's my opinion over here. Not taking away from anyone or anything, but again, not only was she the queen of hip hop soul, Miss Chalet was to me, but also too, you have to understand we are preteens, teenagers. I'm going into high school, of course, and Miss Chalet and Dr. Dre literally was like our Beyonce and Jay-Z. It's what it is. Y'all can talk about it all day long. If you wasn't around at that time, it is what it is. We're moving on. All right, so don't tell me who's washed up, who's has-beens and all that stuff, and who can't sing better than who rap who. I ain't got time for it. Say that for your llama. Say that drama for your llama. I think for me, with the Mary J. Blige first album, which was What's the 411, I could say it's something that we never heard before, or a sound we never heard before, right? I guess you could call it the Uptown sound or the Bad Boy sound. That's fine. Again, I never thought that Mary J. Blige couldn't sing. I thought she was a decent singer. I did. I know we're talking in the media about how Chaka Khan feels about the song Sweet Thing, but at the end of the day, I understand how Chaka Khan felt about the song Sweet Thing, but a person such as myself, we were singing Mary J. Blige's Sweet Thing. Like, we liked it. I mean, seriously. Like, we liked Mary J. Blige's What's the 411 album, no matter how anybody felt about anything. I mean, the people at my school, at my high school, and in the surrounding communities, and I know everybody said, well, that's your hometown, and so on and so forth. But I'm saying, like, we are definitely digging Mary J. Blige. And the fact that now I'm connecting the dots with the KC thing, because Jodeci was already out. Yes, now that I think about it, it does make sense. That was the hoopla about Mary J. Blige and Jodeci. It was the fact that KC of Jodeci was also on the record, and by the time they started releasing songs like Forever My Lady, Stay, Come and Talk to Me, that's when Jodeci was about to hit it, because when Jodeci first came out, we were like, nobody was checking for Jodeci in that first record. What was the name of that first record that they came out? I think it was a fast song, but I'm just saying that to say nobody was checking for Jodeci. I guess that's what I'm saying, is until they released the song. I think the first song that they released where everybody was like checking for them was Forever My Lady. So by the time they hit and Mary J. Blige is coming out, we liking Jodeci, so it's quite naturally that we've, Mary J. Blige ended up getting some of those Jodeci fans. How about that? We'll say it that way. And what was the name of some of the songs that she released? Hold on, y'all. You Remind Me. I like You Remind Me because when she released You Remind Me and I heard the single when my aunt called, it was, like I said in the previous video, it was a maxi single. I remember it had Mary J. Blige's name on it. Was it red and green? What was the color of that maxi single? The case, the jewel case. But anyway, I don't know why I'm seeing red and green. But anyway, long story short, short story long, I liked it because it had that flip to it. It started out playing, real smooth, like, and what was that? You heard like wind chimes or something in the beginning of it, and then it flipped, and then, started singing You Remind Me. I was like, okay, that's what's up. I like that. Same thing with Real Love. Real Love came out. I knew I liked Real Love, especially when, you get to the end and then she hits the note at the end. I was like, okay, Mary, we're liking you. I mean, she was definitely on it. She's looking good. So we have Real Love. You Remind Me, Real Love. No, why am I thinking Love No Limit is the last single? Is it Reminisce? And she comes out with Reminisce. Yeah, like you guys, I'm sorry, I hate to do this to you guys, but yeah, definitely feeling her on the Reminisce song, liking the video on Reminisce, how the video looked, definitely digging it. I think was she laying on a table? She's laying on something. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, she's laying on something, and she got those sunglasses on, and it was just real nice and smooth. Mary J. Blige was when she came out. As I said, no joke. We just like Mary J. Blige, and then she comes out with Love No Limit, right? Yeah, she comes out with Love No Limit, and everything's great. I think everybody's definitely feeling her. Again, as I said previously, everybody was listening to Sweet Thing. I Don't Want Anyone Else. What was the other song on that record? Oh, what is the 411? Is it My Love? Is it My Love? I think it's a song on there called, is it My Love? My Love. I think it's My Love. I think it's My Love, and then Slow Down. Yeah. So great record. We're digging her. She comes out. We're looking forward to listening to Mary J. Blige. Again, I think we're expecting her to make a return. In my head, I can only speculate that, there's a lot of hype, with her releasing her next record. Now, when Mary J. Blige come out with her next record, which would be, what's the name of the record? My Life, right? She comes out with her next record, My Life. I remember when the record came out, I don't know, it was more of the same. I liked it, but for whatever reason, even when I'm trying to wrap my mind around the record now, I'm not as happy and enthused about the record as much as I was for the first record. I don't know why. And then when I play the record, I finally get a copy of the record. Be Happy is still my favorite song on the album. But, okay, y'all ready? Okay, we're about to talk. Okay, see, this is where now Oh gosh. See, when I do this, when I feel like I might step on a couple of toes, and I don't mean to, it's just my opinion about something, but I do know sometimes people will feel a certain way. So this is kind of like my disclaimer to let you know I think you might, but it's not intentional. It's just an opinion. So this is where I'm going to dish out the dirt on who dropped, kicked who, literally and figuratively speaking, in these entertainment streets. Okay. When I now think about a Mary J. Blige record, and I'm thinking about My Life, that album, and when I hear it, the record sounds overly produced. Yeah. I don't know. It sounds like there's too much clutter in her productions to me. It just sounds overly produced. Yeah, it sounds overly produced. I can't. See, this is kind of like why I don't like to talk a lot about R&B divas, or let's just say music period of the 90s, because it's losing something to me. It starts to lose something. And I'm used to singers because I'm not a product of the 80s, but I am, I was alive. Let's just put it that way. In 1980, I was, I lived the 80s. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm used to a certain kind of singing. And I'm used to a certain kind of musicianship. I'm used to a certain kind of passion. And oh gosh, I'm sorry. The singers have to feel what they're singing, and the musicians have to feel what they're playing. Like when you're learning your craft, right? Especially if you're a musician, then they're telling you have to feel it. You have to be one with the instrument. You know what I'm saying? Like when you are, you got those cheeks out and you blowing into that saxophone. You are putting out your emotion, to it. We have to feel it. And I just don't feel that in a production by like in this album of my life. I feel it in the lyric, but not in the production. I don't, not in the production. I see, and see, we're about to talk. See, we're about to talk. This is where I think people are now trying to say, well, Mary J. Blige, she can't sing. Again, I still beg to differ. She might not be your favorite singer. She's mine. I like Mary J. Blige as a singer. I really, truly do. I do. And in my favorite song, the song that I think, okay. The song that I like most on the album, My Life, would be I'm Going Down. And if you listen to it, and those of you who have heard it, you probably say, okay, I kind of see where he's going. You might disagree with me, but that's fine. But in my explanation, you probably understand where I'm going. And I'm saying that, all right, I feel it. I literally feel the passion in the overall production, the singing, the words, but then you say, well, look at you though. I'm talking about me. You guys probably would say, you guys and gals probably would say, well, it's an old song. It's a song that you're familiar with. It's a song that was out in the 1970s. So then you still, you know, yeah. And then I would say, okay, I can understand you saying that. Y'all almost make me want to go look up the album and the production of that album. Sorry, I don't want to. Y'all gonna make me y'all gonna make me don't make me look up the production of that album. I don't want to do that. I really don't. We already know the album is heavily produced. I mean, heavily sampled. That we all, I'm here to tell you, you guys, they got bad. I remember that. Now, she was definitely criticized for now. And I felt the same way. I was like, this album is heavily sampled. Like, it's sampled. Like, it's sampled. But I just don't. Hold on. If there are any live instruments on that album, it would have to come from the song I'm Going Down, right? I don't know. There is okay, we're going to skip this part. We're going to move on from this part, but, about production because I'm not a musician. But I will say, again, I think you all will understand there's a sound that is very consistent with all of Mary J. Blige's albums that I don't care too much for. And I can't make anyone understand it. Let me see. My favorite album by her is The Breakthrough. I'm trying to get The Breakthrough in my head. No, it's definitely. Oh, okay. Ooh, this makes sense. Listen to me. Listen to the song Be Without You. If you hear the song Be Without You, and then you hear those songs on her What's the 411 album and the My Life album, then I think you can understand what I'm saying. There is a sound that I hear when it comes to Be Without You that makes me think. On that single. I don't know. But anyway, we're moving right along from it because we can be here all day with her. It's just what it is. I'm sorry, you guys. So the production, I don't care too much for the album. The album is heavily produced. It's too produced to me. Then I like I'm Going Down on the album. It's definitely one of my favorite songs. I also like a song called Mary's Joint. You Gotta Believe. I like that one a lot. Like if I was to play that album right now, it would definitely be Mary's Joint. Probably I'm Going Down. Will probably be two of the songs on that album I know that I'm going to play and be okay with playing them. Definitely. But I think this album, the My Life album, is the album that definitely makes us say or think that Mary is here to stay. We do. I think that we stick with this is not a joke. This is not a fluke. I think overall, in general, the fans that she gained with the What's the 411 album, to me, that she definitely kept those fans and she got new fans. I would want to think that. I do. I want to think she didn't lose anyone. But now when she starts to lose me, she starts to lose me with the next record, though. See the song 7 Days. Oh gosh, I don't like 7 Days. Like, don't. It's all right. It's all right. We ain't even got to debate it. If 7 Days your favorite record, it's let it be your favorite record. It's just not mine. Love Is All We Need. I liked Love Is All We Need. And this here is where I can honestly say, for me as a Mary J. Blige fan, because I said I'm going to do 2 parts to this video, and that's it. So I'm not trying to do another part. I don't think so. So in the Mary J. Blige story, because I brought the first record, I brought the second record, I listened to both records in its entirety. I can. And like all of them. I want to take the journey with Mary J. Blige. But what happens to Mary J. Blige's career as far as music is concerned is how she falls in that same category with me, with Beyonce with me. Yeah, it's just what it is over here. Beyonce, to me, because I haven't heard all of her albums, but and I don't care to hear them. But Beyonce to me became that artist that I know that record when she released her first record from the new release that she's releasing, I know I'm gonna like it. It's a given. It's the same thing with Mary J. Blige after the My Life album. I know that I'm going to like whatever she releases next, the single. But I'm no longer interested in purchasing an album by Mary J. Blige. And for whatever reason, as I told you guys before, I don't know why when I get into the 90s, it's not just her, it's a lot of artists in the 90s. Like my 80s divas who come out and they release albums in the 90s, you know, sporadically, some of them. But I can still take that journey. And this will be where I stop with Mary J. Blige. And now what has happened for me with Mary J. Blige is that I get so involved or so enamored or caught up. I'm no longer interested in Mary J. Blige, the music. You know what I'm interested in? Mary J. Blige, the brand now. It's kind of like, oh, yeah, I like Mary J. Blige. Well, have you heard this song? No, but I like Mary J. Blige. Do you see? Oh, I heard that song. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's my favorite. And this is what I was saying in the last video as I was ending it. I think for me, I gravitate towards she's sharing her struggles. She's sharing her low lows and her high highs. She's talking about it in her music. It's to me now, Mary J. Blige becomes more than music to me. And to the point now, I gravitate still towards Mary J. Blige. And when I see her, I'm like, oh, that's my girl, Mary J. Blige. If I see her in a movie, I'm like, yeah. When I see her in a show now, I'm like, yeah. Like whatever she has going on, I'm supportive, even down to the music. But there's a part of her music production, as I I don't want to hear that sound. And I can't explain it to you what that is. It sounds, like I said, it sounds overly produced. It sounds too much. Like it's too much to me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. And I guess that's it because, hey, I never know where I'm going when I'm going, where I'm going. And once I said what I think I've said, me trying to chew on the fat anymore. So just tell me what you think. Yeah. I don't think that Mary J. Blige. Oh, and I bought the Breakthrough album. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like that would be the record when I first heard Be Without You. I was like, I got to get that. Mm-hmm. And I went out and I did. And I played it too. I think I played the words off the CD. Yeah. Tell me what you think. I don't know. I know you guys probably saying, "Oh, you missed this song. You missed that song." Oh, you didn't talk about the what was the song? She released a song in between the what's the 4-1 album and the My Life album. Oh, was a single. Ooh, You Don't Have to Worry. Oh, you didn't talk about her song, You Don't Have to Worry. I like that song too. See, I know what I'm doing. I know sometimes what I do and what I don't talk about. Yeah, I like that. Oh, you didn't mention you Not Gonna Cry. You don't like, oh, you didn't talk about her being on the Waiting to Excel soundtrack with all them other divas, and that was, woman power. Yes, it was. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is when I'm gravitating towards Mary the brand. Like the brand, the overall in general. Like, I'm rooting for her to succeed in life. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, y'all done pulled me in. I'll talk about this. And this is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to end it on here. Now we're about to dish out the dirt on who dropped, kicked who. I got about 3 minutes. And so I'm just going to put down my alleged sign. So I'm going to say, I didn't like her I didn't like the fact that she married Kendu. I did. I saw right through that when I saw it. And, well, maybe we'll do a part 3. How about that? So we're gonna go in three videos with Mary J. Blige. Yeah, let me talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about that. All right. Well, over here, thank you. We're doing 3 videos. Thank you all so much for tuning in over here at Pebble Live View. I appreciate it. Don't forget to put your behind where your heart desires to be. You have critics. Stay there. And remember, whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says, baby, remember, I love you, but God loves you best. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next video. Until then, you all take care of yourselves out there. And I'm sure you will.